What up, Dokkanners? It is time for the newest burst mode, the Yamcha Dokkan event burst mode. We are going to be going through how to get just the bare minimum, the 6,000 point score, and I'm going to be doing this with one team on the Saiyan Saga. Now, first of all, for those of you who don't know what burst mode is, basically it is a cool feature that shows up occasionally where you can turn any random Dokkan event into a major challenging event. You can up the difficulty, you can up the damage that the enemy dishes out, you can up the resistance to damage, everything, and you can make it a very challenging experience. The point of it is to earn more points. The more points you earn, these points directly transform into burst coins that are given to you to then buy music in the profile shop right here. You can buy various songs that you can equip to your teams, the main menu, things like that. Since most people don't find that to be very useful, in my honest opinion, it's useless, it's pointless, nobody cares, except for a few, I'm sure. They've added a new feature where when you do burst mode and you do the missions, you will also earn burst coin silvers. The silver version of the burst coins can then be used to obtain some nice equips for the categories that are used as challenge missions in this burst mode. You can get level 5 dodges, level 5 silver and gold criticals and things like that for the two categories. So it is still worth doing. As far as getting dragon stones, you can get up to 9 dragon stones by getting, I think, as high as 5,500. But we're going to go the 6,000 point score just to cover the entire thing. If you want to clear all missions, you also have to go through this twice with each category. The first category here is Saiyan Saga. The second category is Bond of Friendship. So when you're going in here, you have to have either Saiyan Saga or Bond of Friendship on. And that's, if you don't do that, you're not going to get the credit. So what you're going to see first is I'm going to show you my team comp for what I used to get the high score 6880. Normally, I like to get at least 7,000, but for this one, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to try that hard. So Saiyan Saga getting a higher score might be too difficult at the moment. Some things could change over the course of this part 2 celebration where maybe I can go back in and try something more. But this is what we're doing. So if you want to copy this, feel free. 6880 is what I've got going on here. So I clicked Bond of Friendship, Int and Physical, team cost 500. I turned on all of these. Maximize the damage reduction, increase the stat buffs starting from phase 3. I did not turn on any of the attack buffs, although I could have, and I still might. Attack is 500. Defense is 500. I turned on the challenge ones to raise the enemy's health by 1,500%. It showed. It took a long time to get through it. 5,000 HP. Damage threshold mechanic. If you pick up the opposite orb of the character that you're using, you take damage. So if an AGL picks up a tech orb, you're going to take damage per orb. All allies minus key 3. Minus 3 key. Sorry. No items and no support memory. So all of that said, this is the team that I ran. So if you want to match this team, if you're able to match this team, go for it. I'm sure there are other ways to do this. No matter what, if you're going to be using that mechanic where the orb changing, if you pick up the opposite orb, it hurts you, bring at least one character of a different type. If you don't do that, eventually you might have too many orbs of one type on the field and it could mess you up. So I ran double God Goku, and I was able to get the job done on my second try. Only took me, actually, no, not even second try. It worked on the first try. So yeah, this is what I did. But for this video, I'm going to get rid of all of this, and I'm just going to do the Saiyan Saga mission. I am going to throw on a few extra difficulties just to show, but how you basically want to do this, since you only need to get 6,000 points, you basically want to turn on everything and then start working your way down until you hit that 6,000 point score. And you want to avoid the challenge ones unless you're super hardcore. So let's go ahead and turn everything on, and then we'll work our way down. Oh wait, these are the challenge ones. No. Okay, that one, and these two. Okay, so we're at 7110. We don't need all that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lower the enemy's attack, because the less of a threat the Yamcha is, the less damage I'm going to take and the more I can screw around. So I'm going to minimize the attack. I'm also going to minimize the attack over here. I'm also going to turn off the extra damage reduction that my units would dish out. So if I'm going to be running Int and Physical, then I want to reduce the damage reduction given by these. So let me get rid of those. We still have a whole lot more that we can get rid of. So I'm going to get rid of, I'm going to lower the damage reduction to 15% instead of 25. I'm going to lower the defense down to 50% as opposed to 500. I'm going to lower the enemy health down to 1,000. I'm going to turn off the damage threshold is fine. I'm going to turn off the opposite orb thing. I don't like it, and I don't want it. I am going to, what is it, the team cost? Yeah, I'm going to adjust the team cost. I'm going to drop it down to 500 team cost or less instead of 300. And let's maybe, this one actually might be a little problematic. So let me do tech and int. Actually, no. Tech, no, int and physical should be fine. Let me actually see what we can do with this. So if we go here, let me pull up my squad. It automatically filters out by Saiyan Saga or whatever category you chose. So if I'm going to have Yamcha, Yamcha is obviously going to be the main one. Then I've got the Goku Piccolo. I got the version Z Goku. I could throw in, I mean, since this is like super easy mode, I'm going to throw in the Piccolo and the Gohan. Notice how my team cost is skyrocketing with these like free-to-play LRs. Be wary, these free-to-play LRs cost a boatload. So if you don't care about team cost, then you could bring them. But like this dude, also the TN Prime Battle, as of right now, he doesn't have his EZA, but in a week, he will have it. So if he's good enough, you could throw him on there. So, okay, we got those guys, and then we just have to bring in one more. I suppose I'll just bring, who else could we throw on here? Let's go ahead and just throw on this guy. Why not? All right, so there's our squad, and if we're bringing a second Yamcha, that's going to bring us to 410 plus 58, so that's 468. We are well within our budget. So here's our squad. Let's go ahead and jump in. As far as altering anything else, I mean, we can reduce stuff a little bit more because we got 300 more points to spare. So let's go ahead and remove this. Let's go ahead and remove the damage reduction. Let's go ahead and remove... Let's drop the key down here. Okay, so now we're at 6,000, so that's good. That's going to cover all missions for us. So let's just jump in. Saiyan Saga... Red Zone, not Red Zone. Saiyan Saga Burst Mode. Let's get it. Okay. Where do we want to go? I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll go to the left side. Question marks can sometimes give you a lot of key. That's why these question mark panels are pretty good. This is actually a pretty stacked left and right path. But I tend to go onto the sides with the actual like key boost because sometimes those question mark panels can give you Zenny instead of key. Little pro tip for those of you who are going to turn on the key -3 slider. Okay, so since this guy is basically just a wimp, we really don't have to try too hard. Since Gohan's going to be showing up with the Piccolo, I want to keep the Piccolo around here. I have not used this guy in a very long time. How does he work again? Okay. All right, so let me do this. So let me have the version Z Goku for now be in slot 1. Then I'll put the Piccolo in slot 2. And then we will put the Kaioken Goku in slot 3. Actually, you know what? I have 3 free-to-play units on this team. All 3 of them on this rotation, in fact. Piccolo and Gohan will be one rotation, and then the other rotation will be... Oh my. Will be Goku and, I don't know, someone? Yeah, look at that. We took double digits. Easy. I'm just recording this after doing the 6880 run, so I was a little scared there. Yeah, you know what? It'll be Goku Piccolo, and it'll be the version Z Goku. We'll put the Yamchas in slot 3. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Then we'll do this. Do check out the Yamcha showcase. Yamcha showcase, because that dude is busted and really works pretty well on every slot as long as dodge isn't disabled. Is that it? Oh, wow. Okay. This will be a quick video. That's good, because I just recorded like 10 videos. I don't know when you're even going to be seeing this. All right, so now we got Piccolo and Gohan together. Piccolo would be slot 1. Gohan would be slot 2. And then I'll bench version Z to send him over to the rotation. So let's do that. And there we go. The last time I had these 2 on a rotation, probably 8-year anniversary. I don't think I've used this Gohan more than 3 times since 8-year anniversary. And those part 2 LRs were duds. When they get their EZA in 6 months, they had better be broken. And I better see that these guys justify choosing over like Vegeta, Saiyan Saga Vegeta, or even maybe like the 7th anniversary part 1 units. I better see some crazy upgrades for these guys. Can you believe it? In 6.5 months, the next EZAs will be Spirit Bomb Z, Spirit Bomb GT, and this guy, the Int Gohan, that's the Z fighters, and then the AGL Goku, which is the Kai fighters. They will be getting EZAs. Where are we gonna be at that point? All right, so now we got these two here. Does this guy stack? Oh, he does stack. Ooh, I want to pick up 3 Rainbow Keyspheres for a high chance to... Oh, UK. You want to pick up as many Rainbow Keyspheres as possible.
Okay.
So let's do this. And then we're looking at what? 4 Rainbow Keyspheres? 3, 4. Okay. 4 Rainbow Keyspheres. And then we got Yamcha in slot 3, who still hasn't done anything. When this guy transforms into Piccolo, he stacks defense. Until then, he stacks attack. This guy, not very good, but because we've reduced the difficulty to so low, we can do whatever we want. Honestly, we could probably even bring like the starter Saiyan Saga free-to-play units, and we'd be fine with this current level of difficulty. With how little there is going on right now in terms of like ultra hype stuff, if you want to challenge yourself, try bringing some of those like lesser free-to-play units and maybe up the damage output from the enemy a little bit. All right, Yamcha really got to go. Wow. All right. Round 2 is in the books. Round 3 is right here. This took me like 40 turns to get here. That's crazy. All right, so let's do this with Piccolo. Then we'll do this with Gohan. Oh, I just used up all the Rainbow Keyspheres. It doesn't matter. And then we get Yamcha in slot 3. This rotation sweeps. If we clear this, the next turn is Int, and I got a triple physical rotation. So we in business. Oh, never mind. We got guard, we got defense, we're fine. Okay. Again. Yes. Okay, maybe we're not gonna... Actually, wait, no. What am I saying? Of course, this guy's gonna kill him. 1, 2. Attacks going up. Critical chances going up. Yeah. Okay. I think we're about to sweep. Next rotation, all physical. Can we even exchange the Goku Piccolo into Piccolo? Oh, man. Not quite. Okay, so first things first, let's do this. Then we will activate the... What does the active skill do for this guy? Version Z. Raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage. Okay, well, we might as well do it.
I don't think he can fight anymore.
Okay. Then we'll do this. And then we will give all of these Rainbow Keyspheres to the Kaioken Goku, giving him more attack. We may or may not sweep here. If we don't, I mean, we'll wrap it up next turn with an active. Again. Okay, good. One more. Yes. I don't want to go another turn. Thank you. Okay, here's the first one. Can we get an additional? Oh my God. You can't even see the health. It's pulsating down there. Why is it like pulsating and flickering in the... Whatever, man, I'm done. Stupid little... All right, so there you go. So we turned on the slider for Saiyan Saga, and we are about to get the mission complete. The final mission. This takes 2 runs in total to clear all missions. So get the 6,000 with an easy team, then go back in with the other and turn off everything else. That's basically all you got to do. We're at 20. We finished it. So you don't even have to do what I did. Since I cleared first with Bond of Friendship, you can literally just reset and then click that, and then boom, you're done. That's all you have to do. All missions cleared. You got all your burst coin silvers. You can get some equips. You get 9 dragon stones, and that's about it. Let me just, you know what? Let me throw in some Peton action at the end of this video. Might as well. Are we done? Okay. For the 3 of you that are still watching, first of all, I love you. Thank you. Did we get anything from that? No. So little TLDR on how this works. It's not a perfect science. Basically, what you want to do is first prioritize correlation. If a unit, like let's say we have, you know, MUI Goku here. We want to have Tech Jiren facing off against MUI. So I'm going to throw this guy in there. That is going to create a high correlation situation. And then everyone next to Jiren should be characters that also affiliate with Jiren. So if I had like Topo or Dispo, those guys would be good units to throw in there. I don't have anybody else because the drops have been abysmal for this. So at that point, I'm just going to probably throw in like type advantage characters, if anything. Do I have anybody from Tournament of Power? I got this dude. Oh, yeah, that's really it. Okay, so let me throw in EGL hit. And then, I don't know. Who else? Oh, wait. This guy. All right, there you go. All right, so there's that. Now it is Goku Frieza. That would also be good with Jiren because it's like the opposite. But since I just used that, I'm going to use an Extreme Int. Super Tech, the opposite is Extreme Int. So that's kind of what I do. Some people ask me too, and how do you have all the collections done? I just try to commit to get this stuff done as quickly as possible. And I try to get it done as quickly as possible. The first day I got to 32 out of 37. Managed to get a couple more over the last few days. Now I just have 2 left. So I'm hoping that we can wrap that up. Okay, so KFC here. I mean, I don't know. We're just... sometimes I'll just throw in whatever spares I got. I got a couple copies of these guys. Throw them in. I want to get these runs under an hour so that I can... reset it before I have to go. All right, so let's just get a few more. These bottom 2, I don't really care about too much, so I'll just use whatever like bottom feeding characters I got. Yeah, look at that. All right, anyway, little bonus for you. Peton Battle sucks, but you know, we do what we got to do. Do Peton Battle because with those little Baba Shop cards, Baba cards that you get, they can be used to exchange for these. Very valuable stuff. Valuable? Very valuable stuff. In fact, I'm going to buy these. 2 Rainbow Link Skill Orbs. Very nice. Do I want to buy the rest? I'll do it later. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously leave a like down below. In the comments, your thoughts on the burst mode event. How crazy on the max score did you go for? What score did you get? What team did you run? And how easy or difficult was it for you? What are you doing right now in the game? What event are you currently like chasing? How many stones you got? Are you ready for possibly maybe some teaser news for GDC coming up in a week or so? Feel free to share in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let each know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.